Hey folks, welcome back. This is Lucid, and we're jumping back into our game with Rlyeh. We traded last turn 40 nature for some water and fire. And I gotta figure out what we're gonna do with it. Yeah, actually I probably have some more things I can do. I kind of was waiting to cast some of this with a discount site, but it's probably not honestly worth it. I think it's actually better to go ahead and cast it. Do I have any mages here who can cast? I have one. Yep. I might have another one somewhere. Ooh. Where are you going, sir? Let's have you cast it again. Get some Voice of Tiamat out here. Up in here. All up in here. And I might have one more. Yeah, this guy can cast it too. It's 8 if I don't do it in the discount site, but whatever. Okay, so we're spending all our water gems like a good boy. Let's see how we did. Well, I'll tell you how we did. We did fucking horrible. This is a bad turn. This is our first bad turn, guys. Dark Knowledge, didn't find anything. Here we found two sites. An underwater volcano and a glowing fish. Are both good because we're really trying to get fire, and that bumped our fire income up 50%. So that is the silver lining of this whole turn. Everything is downhill from here. Arcane Probing, strike. Dark Knowledge, strike. Dark Knowledge, strike. Horror Specs, strike. Dark Knowledge, strike. Voice of Tiamat, strike. Yeah, we clear out these little goons here. Where we lost the star spawn before. Search, don't find anything. Here's an interesting battle. So I thought Jotunheim finally got a sub, which is good. It wasn't going to be cool if I didn't have to fight anybody. And we sent in, we have a few of these cave dudes. And then we have this guy, the thing that should not be. He was a beast. An absolute goddamn beast. Backed up with a few foul spawn. That boulder hurt. Unfortunately, he sits behind these guys. I put him literally on a flank, and if you can see, he just deleted some people. But they hit pretty hard, and he doesn't have slash resistance. But he did just delete the whole tile in front of him, and he has fear. He has 87 HP, though, because of all that life drain. 96. They hit him again, they bring him down to 69, he deletes him. You can see he's an absolute goddamn unit. Unfortunately, he lost an eye. Anyway, a lot of these guys escape, but we killed some of these guys. They're worth 40 gold. One of these guys, they're worth 30, and then a couple of these guys. So we did a fair amount of damage. We lost the thing that should not be, and we got an affliction on our... we lost a thing from the void, and we got an affliction on our thing that should not be. And then, guys, I don't want to spoil it, because this is bad news bears. We're attacking on top of this fort. And I had combined some armies, and that turns out he did a PD dump. This is a 40 PD dump, which is kind of a lot. And he's doing a bunch of swarm casting, and he's got these werewolves, who are basically, these are like army versions. They're very killy. They're not designed to really super combatant, like tank. They're designed to kill things. But the werewolves are about to come in. Let me turn this... There's a lot of PD and there's a lot of swarm. Werewolves still not doing anything. But these guys are about out of ammo too. And these guys are, the formless spawns are starting to get kind of wrecked. And strangely, these guys did not route. We have not routed the PD yet. If we routed the PD, which we sort of should have, it would have made a difference. But we haven't. And then these guys come through and just start deleting dudes. Anyway, we lose. So that is the worst part of the turn. Yeah. So final thing, he didn't lose anything. Very well played. Good job to the sub. By the way, guys, this was me being fucking disrespectful. This would have done well against Scotty, but it wouldn't have done well against the PD dump and only Scotty backing them up and swarm spam, which is all stuff they can do. This is me disrespecting Jotunheim and getting corrected. So, good job. We have a few more battles here. We raid underwater. We send our god in here, and of course we don't kill anything. I'm not actually sure. I guess is it Fog Warriors? Yeah. I don't know how we don't kill more, to be honest. Here, I'll turn the volume down for me. Things going back. Oh, I think it's just these manufacturing warriors. Yeah, we're just killing the free spawn now. I really need a fire shield. I traded for it, I don't know when it's going to come in. Anyway, we're about to find out the battle. And then we run. Okay, that's annoying. I've traded for it already. I did it last turn. I don't know. Hopefully it comes in this turn, because I already sent the gems off for it. I paid 12 Earth Gems, I think, for it. It's cheaper in Dominions Enhanced. And then this looks like my battle. This actually is a middle-aged Rlyeh battle. So Rlyeh or whatever, they ride out. This was something we would barely be in range of. And this is a much, you can see a much bigger Rlyeh army. We're way more spread out than this. If this thing were to march for our star, I don't know if we could kill it. He's spending a lot of water gems. A lot of water gems. This is probably like, God knows how many. We actually probably should count. Probably like 100 water gems. He's got these dudes. I think they turn into dragons. Yeah, that's kind of cool. They're very cool. Yeah, they basically get butchered. I mean, Rlyeh just brought way more to the fight. Like, if you look at what was brought... But, I mean, the other guy is at, like, 5 provinces. Like, what can you bring if you're 5 provinces? These guys, I think, were summoning water elementals, these little shrimp mages. Yeah, 4, 5, 4, 4. Most of these guys have 4. Some have 5. Or some have 6. Let's say if it's 5 on average... And does this guy have some? No. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 times 5? Yeah, that's like 65 dudes. Or 65 water gems. That's a lot. That's not too many though. So anyway, he won that fight. The battle report. So good turn for our squid bro. He lost 100 meteorite, which is expensive. And, you know, he lost all the water gems. But I think this was the Rlyeh army. So I think this war is now over. And he runs inside the fort. We have a fight here in the Mines of Fortune. We moved an army. This is actually from one of our star outposts. And he's got a Scrotty here. Some basic kit. He's going to do... Body Ethereal and some stuff on it. Liquid Body, Breath of Winter, Body Ethereal, Luck. So he ends up messing with these guys for a hot minute. Got a Never Healing Wound. He's trampling this dude, but he's ethereal. He doesn't really give a shit about trample. Not much. Did we kill... Oh no, we haven't killed this lady yet. Yoink, he's dead. And she has disappeared. So... That battle, we kill her, but we don't kill the Gaija. So, that's nice. We got some... But pretty bad turn, I would say, compared to all the other turns we've had. What is this? Oh, we have a battle here in Urfel. Where it appears we're attacking Ubar. Poor guy. Oh, what else? Yeah, Ubar's got dudes on his cap and hasn't broken out. They're basically screwed. Basically screwed. Satis is sieging this, which is interesting. I think this planet is basically over. Niflheim's going to win this whole planet. I had mentioned to Middle-Aged Rlyeh he might go down here. He didn't seem very interested in it. I might have to go down there. But we've got other things to do. Middle-Aged Abyssia, permanently defeated. Bandar Log, permanently defeated. Very nice. Good game, guys. Well, we could go through all the updates, what's happening. There's not too much to cover. I mean, there's a lot that... There's a ton to cover, but there's not much that I'm going to. One thing that's relevant to me is Hinnom appears to be majorly boned, which we're not super stoked about. I should actually put this guy in their cap so I can see what's happening. Oh my goodness, look at these sites here. Cavern of Ghouls. Plague Water Stream. Deep Crevasse. Ooh. Every time I see sites, I'm like, So anyway, things are going. They're kind of slow. The interesting things for us are we got 4 of these necklaces from Beyond, and they're going to take our madmen and turn them into things from the void. So we made a bunch of them. We were going to make a bunch of them this turn too, but I had to get all the pearls I had, and we're casting, this is 35 pearls, one with the void. And that's going to allow me to take dreamers, of which I have literally none here. These are all madmen. Anyway, it lets us take dreamers and sacrifice them. The only dreamers we have are these land dreamers, which we're picking up here. I don't think any of these guys are dreamers. These land dreamers, which we're picking up here, and we're going to shuffle them home. Don't think there's any dreamers over here. Yeah. So that's happening. One thing also, I'm an idiot, is I forgot that this guy can only preach up to 6, not 7. Because I preached up to 7 here, but that's because there's a temple. So I've wasted a ton of these prophet turns here preaching. So we're going to go ahead and move this guy over here, and we're going to preach up to 6 here, and then we'll preach up to 6 here. Whoops. We're going to take back some of this stuff. And we're storming this fort. I don't think there's much here. He might have like 30 units inside and maybe like a swarm cast. I don't think that's actually going to be terribly good here. We've got these guys who are going to attack. We've got... So this is like the alpha strike. They're going to go in, clog up the gate, kill hopefully everything. But if they don't, these guys are going to come in behind and squish things. And then these guys are going to come in behind them. So that is the entire plan. Interestingly, I don't think from here there's any Jotun forces that can reinforce. The only reinforcement points from Jotun are from the star and from here, which he doesn't have dudes. He has dudes here, but these dudes cannot reinforce anywhere. So that's interesting. The other thing that's interesting is we have this group here. This is actually the hardest decision I have to make this turn. And he has an army here, and he also has an army in his capital. And I have a few moves, but the likely moves I have are raiding here and here with these guys. If I raid here, well, okay, let's say I raid here. I think the move for him is to protect this. And so far, he's clearly playing competently, so we're not going to assume he's dumb. The clear move for him is to defend here with his... And he's got regen, cold resistance, blood vengeance as his bless. So... Nothing that's horrible for us, because I think we'll chew through his dudes, but they, they have pretty high protection. They have regen. We hit pretty hard, but I don't know if we hit... I don't know. I think we would be able to kill them. But, I don't know. It's a little risky. Anyway, these guys can come over here, and there's Gaija, so they can be doing Swarm and other nasties. I kind of want to see what they're going to cast, anyway. But... They're going to come over here. If I stay here, we could try to fight them. I could put, a reasonable amount of PD here, and then we could fight. And have these guys try to hit a flank and work their way down. That was kind of one thing I was thinking. If I move here, we fight this cadre of dudes and potentially some mage support of an unknown amount. Sounds very risky to me. They've got thugs and stuff too. Anyway, I don't like it. If we move up here, this seems like the safe move because he doesn't have anything that can get here. The problem is, if he does the moves I think he'll do, which is move here and here next turn, then I'm actually pinned in. He would be able to move here and intercept, and I could try to move here, but he could also have a thug here, Anyway, this seems risky. I think what I need to do is doom stack. So we're going to pull this guy back in the ocean. We're going to pull over here. We're going to basically start consolidating some forces. I'm also going to open him up to getting magic phased on by my god. And we're just going to take the underwater system. Those are kind of the main things that are going to happen. We're probably going to lose a lot of this territory because we lost this, but he's only got thugs here. So, and we're not, guys, we're close. I thought about trying to offer peace with him. The thing is, we're going to wipe him out. We're very close to getting construction 6. We got Thom 5 this turn, which let's make sure we know everything that it unlocks. Soul Slay is 1. We've already done that one with the Growing Fury. Actually could be kind of useful. But yeah, I think those are the main things. Water Vortex, I don't know what that is. Anyway, so we've got Thom 5. We're going for Construction 5. We're going for Construction 6. We're going to get Construction 5 this turn, which let's see if there's anything interesting here. Cursed Idols we could make, which are pretty good actually. I don't know they're going to be good against Scrotty. Oh, they can Soul Slay, though. They can soul slay. They're not going to have the alteration stuff, which makes them reasonably good. But they can soul slay. And also, I think they can do Power of the Void. And then soul slay. Which they have pretty high protection. This will bump their protection up to, I believe, 24. Because I think they have 20 protection. So this will bump them up to 24. They have nature, so we can do elemental fortitude. I don't have that right now. But I need to have cold resistance on them for these guys with chill aura. I mean, that's not a horrible thing. Anyway, that's something I could think about making. I used those a lot in the, or these a lot in the other game. When I was playing Late Age Ulm. Yeah, I don't think there's too much here. But Construction 6, we're going to get Rings of Wizardry, which is going to let us break into air really hard, and it's going to let us summon these guys, the Graven Idol dudes. Because we've got our Home Slice here, who we did direct waves to pull him over here. Sadly, he's a little insane. I would rather have a guy who's not insane, but I don't think that's an option. Our only non-insane dude is down here, and he's more insane. I don't think we have any nature mages over here who don't have a bit of insanity. So anyway, we'll make do with what we have. He's going to come over here, come up here, and we're going to empower him in fire. And he will summon that dude. And that is going to be the dude that is going to cast Tower of Heaven. I'm trying to trade for fire gems. It's actually really hard right now because people are making lanterns. So I don't know how successful we're going to be, but I need to get a lot more because right now I only have enough to empower. And I'm going to need enough to empower and obviously get the boosters and cast this spell, which is at a minimum 60. And so I'm hoping I can do it. And we're not far away, guys. We're like 5 turns away, maybe. So I've got to prepare. Anyway, we're doing, but as soon as I get, okay, so we did a big gem expenditure with casting one from the void. This was 35 gems. After this, there's actually not a ton of site searching left to do for Astral. I've kind of already done it. And there's, underwater especially, you do not get much site searching past 1. So we're probably not going to do that. We'll make sure some of these other places get, you know, like an arcane probing cast on them. But most of this is done. We're like 90% done probably. Once that's all done, or even before, once we have Construction 6, we'll start making the trapahedrons, or whatever you call them, the assassin items. And I've got a fort coming up here, but this fort's actually kind of important. We need to get these. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna get, well, I can make Starshine skull caps. I can put them on these dudes, or maybe on the bigger star spawn, or on these dudes even. No, it has to be an Astral Mage because I need to cast Ritual of Returning. And we're basically going to put a poor man's version of the gate of this kit on them. Basically just the rabbit foot and a face and the trapahedron, whatever you call it. They're going to cast Ritual of Returning, and then they're going to literally spam it to their heart's content. And if I have a few casters that are in here, and they're just dropping it multiple times a turn, we can absolutely just, I mean, he's not going to be able to do anything. So we'll basically eliminate, I mean, he can make scouts and stuff to kind of defend against it, but we'll basically eliminate his ability to fight us, is what I think. So we'll do that. We're going to mass troops up. I also have Gateway, I think, now. So if I want to, I could move a big boatload of troops into a lab in here, and then from there we can go attack. It might be worth it to do it with like a big mind blasting core, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be a little touch and go. You know, I've got to figure out what we're going to do to get past, like, through their walls. These will be a pretty good, and we'll see how this goes, because if I can't take this, we're going to have to really rethink this war, because it's going to be hard for me to get through their walls. Now, I can do it with my god, you know, have my dudes clog up the gate and have my god run around murdering stuff. That seems like it should work, but we'll see. We'll see. And I definitely want this throne. So anyway, that's the main happenings for me. Oh, well, let me show you a few things. We've got the Necklace of the Void. I don't know where I put them all. I think I have maybe a couple over here. Well, it seems I didn't put them over in this part of the world. Did I put one down here? Okay, we've got one down here, which actually I probably should not do it here. Because this doesn't have as many madmen. I want to do it in a place where I've got lots of madmen. Like here. It's a great place for it. Okay, and it can go on any of the cultists. So, yeah, we're going to put it here because we've got a boatload of madmen, and it's going to turn these into bloodthirsty creatures of the void. Ideally, we have a mix of the land and the sea variety. Oh, we also got a lab and a temple here. So we're making our little void cultists who are going to be able to do temple training and all that sort of thing. We're making a bunch of rings of water breathing. So we're going to be able to move out a big group of these dudes because we've kind of had them hidey hold up. Where do we have? I think this is yeah, we've got a void cultist coming over here. He's going to be able to do temple training. We've got this guy doing temple training here. Oh, goodness. Do we not have a guy doing temple training here? I don't think so. So I'm going to have to get one over here pronto. Well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to move him over here. I'm going to go ahead and... It doesn't really matter, but because I'm thinking about it. We're going to go ahead and move him over here. And then now we're kind of done with that. But, you know, we're going to need one for down... Oh, no, we've got one down here already because I'm a beast. We're going to have to move one over here. Do I have somebody going? Don't. But, the other thing I need to talk about is Dominion. We have guys moving out. You can see I've got a guy preaching here, a guy preaching here, a guy preaching... We're not preaching in here yet, but we've got this dude preaching here. This guy's going to move up, help take these undead dudes out, and then he's going to start preaching here. So we're going to get our Dominion out here because we need this Dominion now to get madmen, which we turn into void creatures. So we actually really want our Dominion. And I might even need to make more priests. I think I've kind of switched back to making mages, but I'm making priests here. These guys we're making here. Here we've got a dude preaching already and a lab and a bunch of dudes. This, we really need to get this area all preached up, but we'll do that with the cultists that come out of this fort. So things are going pretty okay. Pretty darn tootin' okay. Sadly, we didn't get this, and sadly, we failed sitting on top of that. But, you know, such is life. Such is the world we live in. We're casting a bunch of dark knowledge. The other thing that I guess is worth mentioning is I had made 2 thistle maces last turn. 2. So we have a bunch of them. I don't know where they all are. Here's one. There's 2 here. And I think I've got 1 over here. So we've got 4 total. We're making a 5th. And what that means is I'm going to have all these guys firing off Haruspec for the next few turns. And we're going to completely finish. We've still got a lot of work to do. Site searching for nature, and we're going to hopefully completely finish this. It's going to be glorious, and hopefully we get like another fort out of that too. So fingers crossed. We want another kelp fortress. Yeah. So anyway, that's what's happening. That is what's happening. Oh, dreamers. Pog. We got dreamers. Must rescue them. Oh, they're not amphibious. It's a little bit of a zinger, not gonna lie. Devil's Furnace. So that's basically it, guys. You can see we've got a fair amount of site searching going. We've got our necklaces going on. I think my other necklaces are over here. We've got 1 here on this dude, and we've got 1 in here on this dude. And, oh, well, this is worth mentioning. So the necklaces reward you for a variety of madmen for it to feed on. Not just 1, we want many. So we're taking a lot of some of these mad dudes who are the land variety, and we're moving them underwater. And we're taking some of the water ones who are amphibious, and we're moving them up here on land. And if we do that, we should get almost 6 void critters per turn, which is a shit ton. It's a metric shit ton. So we're going to keep that up. We've got some minor logistics where we're running around trying to collect hybrids over here. And we need to make more of those necklaces, but we can't do it for right now. I should also have 2 hammers coming in the mail next turn and a charcoal sheet. And hopefully I can trade for fire gems. We're going to need a lot more fire gems. But I think that's it, ladies and gents. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.